discover. Hey, sister. Hey, y'all. What's happening, everybody? Good golden evening. Hope everybody's doing all right today. I got the golden market out, the goblin market. I asked it, should I do a reading? And it came out with the Fairy Queen. So I'm going to read y'all what the Fairy Queen said, and then we'll get started with the show. Leave a beautiful comment, and I'll grab a card for you. Okay? If you can be nice and leave a beautiful comment, I'll grab a card for you. Anyway, the Fairy Queen. It says, although the Fairy Queen is not mentioned in the Goblin Market poem, she and her consorts are found at the heart of all accounts of the fairy, making her a key figure in any fairy tarot, the equivalent of the Empress. In the traditional deck, here we see her seated upon her magical throne, surrounded by her goblins' contours. In her hands, she holds the apple of healing and wisdom, and her wings and crowning halo suggest her power of her otherworldliness. She has many different names. Shakespeare called her Titania, which is a thought to come from the name of Roman goddess Diana. He also called her the fairy midwife, who comes to the woman in labor, delivers their children, but who may steal the newborns away, replacing them with changelings. Proud and willful, but also glorious and regal, the Fairy Queen retains aspects of the goddess Diana. In Welsh fairy lore, she is said to be warlike, instructing her contours to raid farms for milk, corn, and eggs, and cause mayhem wherever they can. The Fairy Queen has also been known to send fantastic dreams to haunt sleeping humans. The Fairy Queen embodies many of the human qualities of love, particularly the love of a mother for her children. Deeply considerate, her task is to watch over not just her fairy contours, but on anyone who comes to her, whether fairy or not, as a protective, nurturing mother would. In addition, she is the sovereign of romantic love, thus representing a passionate response between couples. In a reading, she can represent a strong female companion, wife, sister, daughter, or friend, whose earthly qualities lend themselves to offer support, but who can be overwhelming. Anyone who has had a destructive experience of a mother's smothering love for her child will recognize the Fairy Queen and be wary of her. But for others, such is a much valued companion whose caring nature is both reassuring and enlivening. Okay? The upside is passion, fertility, health, the sacred feminine, marriage, wild nature, nurture, protection, and action. Yes, I said, can you do me? What do you mean? Do a reading on me? How am I going to see the cards and all of that? Y'all, if you can leave a nice comment or what have you, I will pull a card for you, okay? First card, I asked if I should even do a reading, and it pulled the Empress. So y'all take what resonates. I got the Goblin Market out here. Okay, it's very interesting. I'm just going to read a little part of the huge ass poem that it's got on page 173, which is an 11. It says, "Be sweet tooth, Laura, spoke in haste. Good folk, I have no coin to take where the purlin. I have no copper in my purse. I have no silver either, and all my gold is in the furnace. The snakes in windy weather above the rusty heather. You have much gold upon your head," they answered all together. "Buy from us with the golden curl." She clipped a precious golden lock. She dropped a tear more rare than pearl, then sucked her fruit globes fair or red, sweeter than honey from the rock, stronger than man rejoicing wine, clearer than water flowed that juice. She never tasted such before. How should it cloy with length of use? She sucked and sucked the more. Fruit which the unknown orchard bore, she sucked until her lips were sore. Y'all take that as it resonates. The first card out was the Empress. So I'm just saying, okay? That just cracked me the hell up. Okay, I'm just going to pull a card, see what else is going on. Love and light, everybody. Let's see what's going on. I'm just going to pull a card, see what's up in the energy, okay? We got the Ace of Crowns. That's beautiful. Let's see what's going on with the Ace of Crowns, okay? The poem in this thing is like 5 pages long. These teensy tiny little bitty tiny letters. It's cool. Okay, I just read just a little small excerpt. Ace of Crowns. Ace of Crowns' upside is intellect, overwhelming power, cutting to the heart of the issue, initiating ideas and plans, triumph and passion. The most important aspect of the ace is the strength it holds. As such, it represents everything that a crown brings with it: purpose, dedication, and leadership. However, such power can sometimes overwhelm those who access it. In a reading, this card favors an intellectual response rather than an emotional one. It indicates the need to strip away worn-out ideas and reveal the truth at the heart of the matter. The Ace of Crowns opens up purposeful ways of thinking, encouraging you to look for new ideas or make strategic plans. There you go, baby. All right. So they're asking the Empress to make strategic plans, apparently, because that's 3 cards that's come out so far. So let's find out what else is going on in the energy. Thank you so much, y'all. If you leave a beautiful comment, I'll pull a card for you. Okay, Michael, I'm pulling a card for you. You said love and light, you guys, and here you go. We got 3 of Cups. Some kind of collaboration for Michael. Let's find out what's going on with Michael. 3 of Cups. Three of Cups is some kind of celebration, perfection, success, renown, relief, fruitfulness, recovery, pregnancy, and healing. Okay, it says the goblins here are raising a magical cup in acknowledgement of the deck user. Thank you. I appreciate it. They're acknowledging me. Okay. It says, this fits well with the meaning of this card, which is to do with celebrating success, supporting vision, and inspiring people to greater heights. It also encourages pleasure, enjoyment, and mirth. If you have been sick, it points to a way to recovery and healing. So it's celebration, perfection, success, renown, relief, fruitfulness, recovery, pregnancy, and healing. Okay, another beautiful comment from Bluista. Let's find out what Bluista's got in store. The Fairy Wise Man. Ooh, that's a major arcana, Bluista. That is a number 5, okay? The Fairy Wise Man is the Goblin Whispers says the upside is high wisdom, mercy, esoteric knowledge, tradition, inspiration, and good advice, okay? It says the Fairy Wise Man, the equivalent to the Hierophant in traditional tarot, a subtle master of fairy magic with a deep wisdom acknowledged by both fairies and mortals. Although not always considered a member of the fairy race, the enchanter Merlin from the Arthurian legends, an ancient sage like of the dark forest and carrying the wisdom of ages, illustrates the kind of knowledge possessed by the Fairy Wise Man. Was you asking a question about what was going on or something in this channel, in this room? Okay, because it's answering you. It says, although shown here seated beneath the tree, drawing wisdom from the earth and the sky through the root and the branches of the tree, he may also be encountered walking unfrequented path through woodland and fields, leaning on his staff by gates and stiles. You may have been experiencing Merlin and stuff like that in on movies or in commercials or something like that. You've been seeing like the magic person, like maybe even Mickey Mouse looked like that. It says stories are told of his bright blue gaze, looking deeply into mortal souls and opening the way between the head and the heart. Some find him forceful and disturbing due to his ability to see into their hopes and desires. Yet he can be generous and kindly, giving advice that is accurate and well guided. It is said that he has gathered the wisdom of both races, fairy and human, that from them he distills high and low magic. Thus he is able to both to advise and predict the outcome of an issue brought before him. If anybody's got a question, leave it down in the comments and be kind in the comments and I will answer your questions, okay? The fairy wise man may represent a person or an inner impulse that we can turn to for guidance when needed. Yet in recognition of the trickster aspect of the fairy realm, there's also a sense that we should temper our beliefs in his supreme power with doubt and caution. Sometimes the wise man is seen as the well-meaning but ultimately mistaken teacher or even a misguided parent. But a fairy tradition, he is often a deeply magical figure whose wisdom is deferred to even by the fairies. In readings, this card usually reflects to the presence of just such a strong figure or institution in one's life, and one to whom or to which we may turn to for help or guidance. It says high wisdom, mercy, esoteric knowledge, tradition, inspiration, and good advice. I've been right here. I've been right here for, what, about 6 months? Hey, Liv, how you doing? Good evening, good evening. I'm going to pull Liv a card real quick. The Fairy Realm. 21, another major arcana. Let me put that one back in there and mix these up. Looks like temperance to me. Let me mix these back up again. I pulled 5 cards, I think. See, I'll take what resonates, okay? I'm just mixing them up, shuffling them. Shuffling them up. Whoa. These fell out. We'll hold those to the side, okay? And I'll slide them back across the board, okay? We'll put these to the side. They fell out for a reason when I was pulling for Liv, okay? Alright, it says the Fairy Realm. This is your card that I pulled for you, okay? Oh, man, I lost the whole channel. I'll feel free to tell you something in a minute, okay? I'm going to telling Liv what just fell out for her, okay? So, yeah, I lost the whole channel, but I'm back. I've been here, I don't know, about 6 months. I don't know, about 6 months or something like that. Okay, Liv, this is for you, okay? And these 3 cards, but we don't know what these 3 cards are yet, okay? I'm going to read what this is, and then we'll pull them 3 cards. It's a major arcana, okay? It says, up until now, we have been circling the entrance of the world of fairy, perhaps putting a foot across the threshold, but seldom taking the opportunity to look around and experience the realm of magic and wonder for itself. This, the Fairy Realm card, indicates that it is time to go deeper, to explore and to get to know the destination that the steps of the Fairy Wanderer, in card 0, have brought to us. The crack between the worlds, the entrance to the cave, the forest, the hidden realm where the goblin market offers its riches to us, if we only dare. So they're telling you to take a leap, Miss Liv. Okay? The general acceptance meaning of this card, known as the traditional card as the world, supports this, as it is, in most cases, seen as the reference to completion, to the glorious moments before the world becomes somehow transcendent to us. Here in the Goblin Market, the Fairy Queen, who was severe in her role as judge in the previous card, dances in the light of the sun, broadcasting her bounty of fruit, not only to the fairy realm over which she rules, but also to our human world, as a sign of her blessing on those who seek her world with more than just curiosity. So you're between 2 worlds. You're stepping through portals right now, Liv. This card is mostly about success, triumph over adversity, and therefore a sense of coming home. Whether the issue has been one of life-changing complexity or simpler, everyday things, this card suggests that we have completed our journey and that the outcome is a good one. It implies that we have balanced any conflict that has surrounded us and that we have reached a harmonious place from which we may now review everything that has happened to us along the way. For a person in this position, the way clear. Others will follow us when we perceive our success. Our health is good, our perception sharpened to the point of intensity, and we are the center around which other things in our life revolve. The upside of the Goblin Whispers is completion, reward, universal truth, attainment, success, and liberation. You're free, baby. These are like clarifying cards because they fell out when I started shuffling the deck, okay? The Fairy Wanderer, you're getting a brand new start. It says the Dark One, okay? It says, I'm feeling like that this is telling you to be playful. I'll read it. You got in the Lady of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Okay, you need to lose some kind of negative thinking is what I'm thinking that is. Okay, we got 21, 0, which it spoke about 0 in the fairy realm. So the fairy realm, the Fairy Wanderer, the Dark One, and the Lady of Cups. You have the power to change things over in the darkness, okay? You have the power and not to get obsessed over something, okay? I'm going to read these are clarifying cards. You're getting a brand new beginning if you can let go of a dark past, okay? Something that you may have been carrying guilt over that may not have even been your fault, because it's telling you to love yourself, okay? And accept this new beginning, okay? The Dark One, the upside says transformation, change, rebirth, mortality, disillusionment, new directions, and renewal, okay? So that's really, really good. Liv, it's telling you to you're moving forward, okay? There are simply no final answers to such questions, but the concept of the Dark One captured here, with his seed and surrounded by skulls and bones, suggests that there may be an understanding among the fairies and mortals, and thus is the issue surrounding death that has affected us humans. Here the Dark One raises his finger in abomination, bidding us to remember our humanity. A goblin walks casually along the blade of his seed, suggesting the fairy response to death, and the moon appears over the Dark One's shoulder as a reminder of the changing tides in life. Okay? So you need to remember the changing tides in life. Hold on, let me open the door and let this little butthole bird, he's a butthole, come here. Okay, fly around then. Stay out of there. The other one will eat all the food. Lady Cuts saying love yourself more, and you're moving on to some kind of new game. You're moving on to a new aspect of oh damn, I opened the cage. Y'all gonna start screaming? Hold on, let me make him go over there. Okay, the Lady of Cups is honest, loyal, devoted, wisdom. Come on, get over there at the cage. I opened it. Go in there. Go in there. Go in there and eat. He's so funny, y'all. This one's all like doing this number. On the curtain, he's looking. He's funny. Okay, it says for the Lady of Cups says honest, loyalty, devotion, wisdom, truth, balance, emotional expression, and humanity. Okay, this is just clarifying this. You stand in both worlds. You offer a lot to divine. You know, you do a lot of work in the spiritual as well as in humanity. You're very much a giver, Liv, and things are fixing to turn in your favor to the good, okay? Planitia Flashette, I'm sorry if I get your name wrong. I'm going to pull one for you, okay? Let me shuffle them up. y'all, and feel free to just put all of these cards together. I don't believe in coincidences, and I believe that if you come in into the room, there's a message here for you, okay? So you can put all the cards together if you'd like, even though I'm picking them out for polite and kind people that are respectful in the comments, okay? So let me pull you a card. Planitia Flashette. I think I'm saying that right, okay? It is the Six of Cups. Okay, you're about to receive something, darling. Something for your work. Like you did some kind of work and you're about to receive something for it. Telling you to dance too and be happy, okay? Oh, thank you. You're good. You're good, okay? Six of Cups, okay? Planitia Flashette. It says, looking backwards, forgotten past, uncertain outcomes, inheritance, ancient quarrels stirred up again, strife and vanity. It says, essentially this card often depicts as an adult looking back to a childhood about nostalgia. Maybe you've been talking to old family members or something. Why does it feel like you've been to like some type of get together that was kind of sad? Okay, but it says here the goblin dances with childlike glee, tosses away his lucky apple and spills his cups. It says this may serve to remind us that the act of turning to the past can sometimes show us things that are disturbing or shocking. Things that we may think we remember one way can turn out to be very different in reality. Okay? So I'm going to get a card to clarify that. This is the Ten of Platters. You're going to get an inheritance. You're going to get some kind of inheritance. You're missing somebody at a funeral or something like that. Maybe you went to a funeral. Some kind of wake or something like that. Because it's bittersweet. I feel it's very bittersweet. And you may have went to some type of funeral or going to a funeral very soon. And you're going to be remembering like the past, and it's going to well up old memories to help you heal, because there's going to be things that you thought that you knew about whoever this person was or is that it's going to blow your mind, okay? And you're going to be all like, what the freaking dickety? What? They did what? They said what? They did what? Okay? It's going to blow your mind. But the Ten of Platters always represents some type of inheritance, legacy, ancestry. So it is a family member, okay? It always represents some type of legacy and things like that, okay? It says home, family, riches, ancestry, archives, legacy, security, and travel. It says this card is all about the house, home, and the balance of your own small kingdom. Just as the goblin here balances the platters bearing the 10 pairs, it implies that your finances are likely to be secure and that you might be thinking about leaving a legacy to the child or partner or friend. From the position of the head of the house, you can look around you, remembering things that have happened in the past, both victorious and defeats. The family line is important to you, so you are aware of importance of your ancestral lineage. Okay? It's telling you you could be possibly thinking about your children or thinking about leaving a will of some sort, but you also have received something in order to be able to leave a legacy, to leave something, okay? But the news you found out was bittersweet because, you know, all the memories and things, okay? It stirred up a lot of things, and you're wanting to be more, in touch with your family members, more in touch because you were distant, maybe working or something, and you were distant, and you want to be more in touch with your family members. Okay, is that a good idea? Is that a good idea? It says the Porter of Wands. Okay, some kind of portal, some kind of breakthrough. It's a breakthrough, okay? So, yeah, it's probably a good idea for you to link back up with these old family members, okay? It says prodigy, extraordinary, faithfulness, mercenary, supporter, and fan, okay? The Goblin Porter of Wands is seen as the card of the follower. For example, the fan who copies the skill or knowledge of a person whom he or she admires. You're receiving a business. You're getting like a hand-me-down business from a family member. You're going to get a business, okay? That's what I'm feeling. Or you have a super fan, somebody that really, really adores you, okay? And they want you guys to work together. But I'm feeling like you're receiving a business. You're getting like a restaurant or something. You're going to be in charge of. Okay. It says such people may offer to carry your burdens without truly understanding them, and perhaps expecting payment of some kind. Okay. You have an extraordinary gift that's been passed down to you. Okay. But I really, really see that it's some kind of you were left like a business, okay? Um, um, and you may have somebody there to help you along the way because you're really extraordinary and you receive these gifts from ancestors. Like you got like cooking gifts and that type of stuff. I'm telling you, from your ancestors. I'm seeing cooking. Is it cooking? Is there something about cooking? It says the Two of Wands. Look, there's fire on there. There's something about two people, twins, guiding away. Oh, you have guidance from your ancestor. This is the angel. This is you. And they're lighting up your passion for this. Because they left it to you because they knew that you would love it, that you would cherish it and love it. And really enjoy the learning experience of all of it, because you have natural gifts that they're going to be guiding you through the whole thing. You may even have like old recipes or something, okay, that were left down from generations and generations. It's going to bring you very much satisfaction, okay? You're going to be very, very satisfied with that, okay? All right, is there let's see what else we got. I hope you enjoyed that, Polina Flashette. I hope you really, really enjoyed that. You're welcome. I hope you really enjoyed it, okay? Comes to you naturally. Yes. Oh, cooking. Let me just pull you one card there, Justina. Okay, I'm calling you Justina, Christina, Justina. It says the Seven of Platters. Okay. So let me find out what the Seven of Platters is talking about. Something you're setting up for to plant your. You're very welcome. Okay. You're setting up to plant a new seed somewhere. Let me see what the Seven of Platters. This this deck is a lot better to do it this way, y'all. So you know. Because it's so big, and it's better just to pick out and say, yeah, there you go. But y'all take what resonates. There's no coincidences. So whatever I'm saying or whatever's going on in this reading, it could be a message for you. But I'm just picking out specifics, okay? This is for Christina, Justina, whatever that one is. Yes, it comes naturally to me, that person, PRN. Okay, we started with the Seven of Platters. Planting new seeds, starting some kind of new venture, okay? You're ready to start. It says reward for good work, money, wealth, profit, and purification. It says on the one hand, this card is all about gain, money, profit, and wealth. On the other, it carries a sense of things getting in the way, slowing down and going nowhere. Older meaning suggests that this has to do with needing to take the break or to purge yourself from the clutter in your life, especially things no longer needed. Yeah, you're starting on a new venture. You're kickstarting some kind of new idea. Okay, it can also be a warning not to be much of a perfectionist. Okay, don't and also. Understand that you're very talented at what you do. Justina, I think. Justina, PRN. Understand that you're very talented at what you do, okay? And not everybody will immediately show appreciation for that, but you will start receiving like regular, I'll say customers. You'll start receiving something on a regular. It'll start getting more steady, more steady. Slow and steady wins the race, baby. Okay, quit being a perfectionist. Okay, slow and steady wins the race. Understand what you do or you're talented at, and quit doubting yourself. Okay, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. It'll build. It'll build. It'll build. It'll build, and it'll be. You'll be rewarded for the good works. Okay, rewards for the good works. I hope you enjoyed that, Justina. It's something on a new venture that you're taking. Okay, you're planting the seeds for this new venture. Look at that, the Enchantress. You're gonna know. Okay, you're gonna know. Um, um, just by this message when it's happening, and you go, oh, you're doubting yourself. Oh Lord, I'm doubting myself. I'm not getting the customers that I thought I would get. Da 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 da. But Bob and Carol come every day, and Jeff and Steve, they come every day. And then you go to Bob and Carol and you say, Bob and Carol, spread the word a little bit. Can you tell, say your, neighbor or whatever, this is a new shop, da 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 da. And that's going to slowly and steadily just keep you on a upscale, on a going upward with your work, because you do excellent work. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed that. They're telling you to use your intuition, and you're right on mark with whatever this idea, this creative idea that you've come up with. Okay, the Enchantress is the High Priestess. Okay, known as the female Pope. This striking female figure here is called the Enchantress due to her fairy power to enchant. Whatever it is that you're starting new, it's going to be very successful. You just need to give it time, okay? You need to give it time, and you know that, okay? And every time you start doubting yourself, just remember this message. This message is telling you got what it takes. You're very talented in whatever you do. You just need to trust your intuition, okay? Trust when you go to hire people. Trust when you go to order things. Trust yourself. Don't put this in someone else. You're the boss. Don't put this in someone else's hands, okay? You are the boss, okay? It says you wear the crescent moon on your brow, which is a sign of luminous power, while the moon itself may be seen in the sky behind her, drawing its own company into fairies, into the sphere of influence, okay? You have feminine wisdom. Wisdom, the upside is wisdom, intuition, depth, teaching, willfulness, modesty, the sacred feminine, fertility, the imagination, and the natural world, okay? No reason for you to be in here. You're just a fool, just a fool, just a fool. Okay, did you enjoy that? I hope you really enjoyed that, because, yeah, that's the one I was saying. I was doing it for you. PRN. That was for you, okay? I hope you enjoyed that. Use your intuition. Whatever new venture that you're stepping out on, it's going to be successful. You're very, very talented at it. And don't put this in someone else's hands. You are the boss, okay? You take charge of the situation. Use your intuition on everything. You're going to be able to teach others by doing it that way, okay? By being in charge. Other people, I feel like maybe your family members might possibly be looking up to you through this. So don't doubt yourself. You don't have to be perfect all the time. And just continue to do what you're doing, and ask the regular people to put the word out for you, okay? Because you're doing the right thing. You're doing really good, actually, okay? And you have everything that you need. It's only just going to get better and better, okay? All right, anybody else? Hello, how are you, Julie? Okay, it's Sandra D. I seen Sandra D in here. Sandra D, I'm going to pull a card for you. And I will pull an earthy kind of girl a card as well, okay? All right, so Sandra D, Sandra D, I'm pulling your card right now. Yes, I will pull a card for you after Sandra D, okay? Let's see what Sandra D needs to hear. Like I said, y'all, this is also a collective reading. So if whatever, I don't believe in coincidences. If you come in here and you're listening and you're participating, there's a message in here for you as well, okay? At the end of it all, you can go back and just write down all the cards and see what that message says there to you, okay? It sounds very much like it's empowering the divine feminine in their independence so far, okay, as a collective. And this is a card specifically for whatever's going on in your life, Sandra D, okay? This could be also going on in others' lives, because remember, we are collective. We're all connected, okay? The energy is here in the room right now. We're all connected right now to hear this message. You understand? Okay, so here we go, Sandra D. We got the starry roof. Ooh-wee! You're the center of attention. You're the center of attention right now. It's your destiny. It's your destiny to be the star. I heard it. It says the upside is hope, expectations, prophecy. It says healing, rebirth, the gift of light, inspiration, good luck, idealism, and destiny. Okay? It says some of the oldest descriptions of the fairy realm describe it as existing underground. They say that the fairy realm exists underground, like I was talking about earlier today in the other reading, how if I was living in paradise underground, ain't no way on earth that I would try to come to the earth's surface. No way. I must be from the fairy realm. Anyway, it says, but this is no dark, dank, and sinister cavern. Rather, it is a place of light, often seen as emanating from the star hidden from within the earth. Gems, perhaps, or mysterious lights hidden in the roof. Here, the card is called the starry roof, rather than the traditional card of the name of the star. Many tarot decks show this traditional star card as a woman pouring water into a stream of 2 jars. It says with either 5 or 7 stars in the sky behind her. But here, the starry roof, we see starlight personified as 2 fairies, jumping for joy, opening their arms and allowing their light to flood out, eliminating everything. The older depiction of the 2 vessels represent the mingling of 2 streams of energy, is here replaced by 2 fairies, representing the combined powers of fairy and human life. Have y'all noticed the pattern here? These cards are often saying that there's some kind of merge that's going on in spirit with the human life reality and the spiritual life of merging of the 2 cards, okay? Just give me 1 second, okay? I'm doing this one right now, okay? It says, essentially, the starry roof depicts the rising of hope and positive feelings of personal horizon. The fairy luminescence show the road ahead, reminding us that we are part of the greater world where stars shed their magical light over everything, painting all in shades of silver and creating shadows filled with potential meanings. You're an artist. Wow. You're an artist, Sandra D. You like art. Okay? It says this card denotes strong idealistic approaches to the events that drive through problems and shine its light into the darkest corners. It is thus a very well aspect card of time when you are thinking of beginning a new enterprise, moving to a new place, or starting over. It has all the vigor and determination that such decisions warrant, and it puts you to the center stage like the larger fairy depicted here, literally as the star of your own life. Okay? It says, we could think of this card as representing a moment of opportunity, a chance to make the right choice at the right time without fear of mistake. From the center of our being, in the place of absolute calm and fairy dreaming, look out and see with clarity everything that is happening and the possible permeations of any action we should take. So you need to really, really listen to your instinct. You're stepping center stage. You have to get. You have some type of gift. Okay, I pulled a card. It's face down still. You have some type of you're gifted. It's your art. It's something to do with your art. You can touch people through this art. Okay, it says the Eight of Crowns. That's where your money lies, baby. I'm telling you, it's some kind of like teaching through art. You make people feel. It doesn't necessarily just mean paint, but there's something about how you can make the light and the dark and the shadows. It could be just drawing. It's something to do with art, though. I guarantee you, and it's gonna make you bank. Okay, that's gonna make you bank, baby. You may be even starting a gallery show, like you're fixing to do like some kind of event, some type of gallery opening or something to that effect. Okay, so take what resonates there. Okay, anything else for that? It says the Fairy King. Someone's gonna back you. Your dad, maybe. Someone's gonna give you what you need to. Someone's got your back. Just saying, someone definitely has your back when it comes to this, because you know it's really, really difficult to make money in art until you pass, or poetry even, or books, writing and stuff like that. Okay, it's difficult to get your foot in the door, and most of the time you're not noticed until you pass away. Okay, but there's some kind of talent that you're carrying. Illustrations, book illustrations. You're really, really good at it. Maybe comic books. I'm not sure. I can see little book illustrations. Like I can see like the little illustrations in books that are like pictures in the books. Or I'm not sure. They're just little small illustrations that make whatever's being said there stand out. I'm feeling something like that. Okay, so save up. You've been saving up so you can present to dad or whoever that is, the lender, whoever that lender person is. You can present to them that you've been saving up and that you're not playing about this. This is serious. That you're serious about this and you're going to move forward. You may have been saving up for school, art school or something like that. I feel art. I feel very much art there. Very, very much. Okay. Yes, it's something to do with art. I'm telling you. Get out of your head, too. You're good at it. You have a way of... Is it freaking charcoal? Charcoal art? Like, charcoals? It helps people that are in the dark. I hear that very much. Looks something like... I don't know. Something like this. It helps you come out of the darkness. Do you get depressed or something? Art is the truth. Okay. You understand what I'm saying, though. Okay? And you can help people. It's something like that, okay? All right, earthy kind of girl. Let's see what you got going on. I hope you enjoyed that. If y'all enjoy this, y'all take what resonates. If it's resonating with you, it's a collective slash... pulling energy reading, okay? See, I'll tell you what resonates from the goblin market, okay? All right, so earthly kind of girl, let's see what you got. I hope you enjoyed that, Sandra D, because that's spot on. I'm trying to tell you. Okay? All right, so earthly kind of girl, are you there? Julie, I'll get you in a second, okay? Because I told earthly kind of girl I'll do her. Earthly kind of girl, you there? I got my hand on a card. If you ain't there, I'm taking it off. Okay, here we go. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. You're next, okay? All right, here you go, earthly kind of girl. For you, the lone fairy. Ooh, you need to take some time. You need to take some time Look within for some answers. Because there's something very sensitive going on with you that you need to ask yourself and God about, that you need to take the time to look within, okay? Earthly kind of girl, let me get to it. It says the upside: truth, time, honesty, prudent awareness, caution, prophecy, detached, freedom of action, and maturity. You're getting a reality check, and you need to stop. They're asking you to stop, collaborate, and listen. Looking around at the people around you, looking around at them, and feeling an awareness of it, if that makes sense. If I'm putting out an energy that I'm trying to put out, you're looking around at what is around you, and you're like very aware of what is the truth about it, okay? And you need to take some time to yourself. There's a lot of influences around you or something, and you're feeling it. You're feeling it big time, okay? The lone fairy is the equivalent of the hermit in traditional tarot. The lone fairy is a rare thing, since fairies usually tend to congregate in groups, but occasionally one will separate himself or herself from the crowd. In the case of the Peniadera, often associated with the Isles of Man, the story goes that he fell in love with a mortal girl, refused to give her up, and as a result was cast out of the fairy realm. His shape changed into the long-nosed hairy goblin. He chose to live alone after that, and became known for his wisdom and helpfulness, often tilling a farmer's field for him or cooking a meal for a family who had little free time. Here the lone fairy carries the spirit's flame in his lantern, so that he may light the way to a better understanding of life's mysteries. He can thus lead us, if he so desires, more deeply into the world of fairy. You've been there, done that, okay? Exactly. You've been there, done that, okay? So you're able to, you're a guide, you're a guidance counselor, social worker, guidance counselor, something to that effect. You may even be something to do with like computer illiterate, like people that are illiterate about computers. They call you and you tell them how to get out of that, like Control Alt Delete. But I feel more like you're some type of been there, done that, and through your experiences, you're able to guide or counsel others through that experience. Okay, this is something that you've been through. Prep cook, I mean, but this is something that you've been through, that you're able to counsel others on, okay? You understand? You may be doing it as you're cooking. That's a service type of job. And when I was a server of cook or server, waitress, whatever, when I was a server, I had a lot of teachings that I would teach other people. Yeah, it's the spiritual healing, but it's something that you went through, so you can really, really tap into the experience of it. It may have been an ugly thing that you went through alone, okay? And for you to tap into the experience of it, so you can help others heal because you healed from it, okay? It says, the lone fairy suggests not only the deep contemplation of events, but also the acknowledgement of the passage of time, the way that it impacts on any issue under consideration, like how time healed something that you might have went through, that you kept a secret, and now you can help others heal from it. We'll say it very tactfully. So you might be triggered, because, I mean, I really don't want a bunch of my collectors sitting there crying and sobbing, because I'm just saying, there's something you went through, and because you went through it, time healed you, and you're able to understand other people that have went through this, and it'll help them heal. Okay? Such acknowledgement allows us to be more detached from the issue, enabling a clearer view of the circumstances that have brought the problem into being. It says, in the reading, this card suggests the presence of a teacher or guide who can show ways to reach a point of stillness, enabling us to see what action to take. For this reason, it often also invokes a period of transition, self-awareness, the acknowledgement of the real place we have reached in our journey through life. Almost always triggers change. From the moment the pendulum swings, reaches the point of the rest, the only thing that can follow is motion. Thus the card suggests movement away from status, a triumphant return to a path abandoned, a deepening of awareness of goals of life. To reach this, we may have to enter into a period of withdrawal, but it is important to keep a finger on the pulse of life in case we become caught in the circle of time and lose our way. Okay? You need to go in, find some type of quit letting the people around you influence the way you feel about yourself, and things that you may hold secret. Okay, I see you wearing like a mask to people. You don't really tell them stuff really. Everything that people know about you is like surface shit. Okay, like you keep those secrets deep down. Okay, well, it's time to go within. Go pray, go into the closet, shut the door, and sit down and just talk to yourself and cry and comfort yourself. See the little girl, see the young lady, whoever it may be that this has carried with you all this time, okay? And just let it out. Talk, just, they're asking you to make it rise up, to make that rise up so you can become detached from what happened, so you can help others gain clarity about it. Okay? So that's something that you really need to do, okay? Earthly kind of girl. You're gonna find very much maturity in it, and find a sense of growth, okay? Because you helping others, y'all, I'm telling you, helping other people, you can't even explain the gift when you see the light come on, or you feel that presence of that they got it. It's unbelievable. You can't even put money on it. It's priceless, okay? It's an unbelievable feeling, okay? When you see that there's a breakthrough, okay? It's unbelievable. And you'll find that the maturity in the detachment of the problem, because you solve the problem, okay? You'll find that's going to enable you to help other people in that same situation, okay? Carrying the light, you know it's within you, okay? So you got the skills and the knowledge, as long as you don't let others distract you. That's a big thing I need to really stress to you, okay? You really have an issue with letting other people distract you, okay? A lot of times they'll give you a lot of doubt. They'll make you think, oh, you can't do that. And you'll be like, what? When the whole time you had all the confidence in the world. You was just all fixing to do it. You was fixing to do it. And someone said something and you went, what? Like they made you feel doubt because you wasn't feeling doubt. You was all gung-ho for it. You didn't give a damn. You was fixing to leap off the fucking building because you knew you had wings, okay? Somebody said, hey, don't trip. And you turned to look back, okay? That's the only thing, is that you pay too much attention to, second guessing because you listen to them, okay? Don't be second guessing, okay? you know, okay? Even if you feel like you don't have no clue, like you feel dingy or something, I feel that a lot. That you feel that, okay? You feel like dingy or something, like, oh my God, I don't know. That kind of feeling a lot, okay? And then you fucking go ask somebody. Don't go ask nobody. Don't even give them a thought. What they think, it's none of your fucking business, okay? Don't even go ask them. You got an idea? You fucking run with it, okay? You got an idea, you run with it. Do it. Don't even fucking hesitate. Don't even think about what they think. Don't even care, okay? That's my advice to you. Is don't even give a damn what they think. Don't even run it past nobody. Say, okay, today I'm making fucking tie-dye bandanas. That's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm going to do until I figure something else I want to do. Don't matter if Kelly and Mark don't like it. I don't care. I don't even care what their thought is on it. Okay? You're welcome. All right, who was the last? Who was the next one? Let me see. What was the one that was having the hissy fits? Julie? Okay, Julie, you still in here? And then after I pull Julie's, I'm gonna pull some letters for the whole collective, okay? All right, Julie, I got the cards up. Let's see what they got for you. Okay. Y'all, take what resonates. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe if you're in the room, this part of the collective, it's this is actually probably bringing us closer and being more communication than the regular just collective readings, because this is happening to all of us. You understand? All these questions and all these things that are happening to these energies that are in this room are happening to all of us. I must be saying something right because I almost got choked. But it's happening to all of us on a profound level that you may not even be aware of, okay? So if it's resonating with you, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. If you want to donate to the channel, just to help to keep the flow going and all of that stuff, it's Cash App $AngelMoon6237. All right, Julie, here we go. Take what resonates, and if it does resonate with you, go on and hit that like button. I'm gonna go ahead and ring the bell. Y'all know all them old Tartarian buildings and shit? They look like churches now. Most of them didn't even have windows in them. Because they resonated a frequency that spread out all over the whole, like for miles and miles and miles. It made the crops grow bigger, and the people were healthier, and the bells in the old Tartarian buildings are very significant to our health. And we need to bring them back, y'all. And tell them to quit tearing down these old ancient buildings. These buildings are here. They're not what you think. They're not housing stations. These buildings are portal stations for frequency. So the frequency will come out through those specifically shaped windows and openings, and specifically shaped huge ass doors, and so on and so forth, okay? Y'all go look that up. All right, Julie, here we go. Card for Julie, the fairy realm. Oh, I'm telling you, you're balancing things out. You're getting, that's what we started with, y'all, so you know. I started with the number 4, the fairy queen. 21. This is the last of the major arcanas, okay? So some big, huge, these are mostly all big, huge events that are about to take place that were hidden and in secret, because most of these cards that I pulled for each people, y'all go back and look, Most of them have been major arcanas. Pay attention. All right, the fairy realm, Julie. This is for you, darling. It says contemplation, reward, universal truth, attainment, success, and liberation. You're being set free. Okay? It says, up until now, we have been circling the entrance of the world of fairy, perhaps putting a foot across the threshold, but seldom taking the opportunity to look around and experience the realm of magic and wonder itself. This, the fairy realm card, indicates that it's time to go deeper, to explore, to get to know the destination that steps of the fairy wanderer, i.e. the card of zero, the fool. Okay? You're delving into more spiritual beliefs. You were raised probably very strict. Why do I want to say Catholic? I don't know. But you're starting to delve more into what you believe, more than what you were dictated to believe growing up. Like, you were made to go to specific religious events or what have you. You're starting to step out of that into a world of the unknown, but yet still got your grasp on who you believe God is, okay? Not what someone told you who God was, okay? And how you feel about it, how you relate with God, and so on and so forth, more than someone pressing it onto you, okay? You're stepping into new ideas, okay? It says, have brought us to. It says, the crack between the worlds, the entrance to the cave, the forest, the hidden realms where Goblin Market offers its riches to us, if we only dare, okay? It says, the general acceptance of the card is known as the world card, supports this as it is, in most cases, seen as the reference to completion, okay? So, like I said, like, I feel very much like it was your mom. Your mom was very, very, very much about your religious beliefs. She was very, it don't have to be, just take it as it resonates. Like on you, man. And you was like trying to rebel from it. Okay? But you're moving into a whole nother, you've been practicing with maybe crystals or Reiki or something to that effect, with massage, alignment, chakra alignment. I'm seeing stuff like that. I'm seeing a person laying on a table with, they got rocks, hot rocks on their back. Something to do with chakra alignment. Okay? It says, this card is mostly about success, triumph over adversity, and therefore a sense of coming home. You feel right at home doing this stuff, okay? And you don't feel like it's the devil, like the church lady says, okay? You don't feel like it's the devil. You feel like that it's something that you felt inside all your life. It was spiritual. You felt that you had some type of healing ability of some kind, okay? And it's something to do, I'm telling you, it's something to do with like chakra alignment, okay? Lining chakras. Not chiropractor, but yoga maybe? Because yoga helps align the spine for the kundalini, okay? It's something like that. It's something to do with physical body, okay? I can see it. I see it. I see someone laying on a table with the hot rocks on their spine. Just saying, okay? It says, whether the issue has been one of life-changing complexity or a simpler, everyday thing, the card suggests that we have completed our journey and that the outcome is a good one. It implies that we have balanced any conflict that has surrounded us and that we have reached a harmonious place from which we may now review everything that has happened to us along the way. For a person in this position, the way is clear. Others will follow us when we perceive our success. When you know you're going to be successful at it, they're going to just kind of come around and say, yep, she was right. She should be doing this. Fits her to a T. This suits her perfectly. Okay? It says, our health is good, our perception sharpened to the point of intensity, and we are the center around which other things in our life revolve. Okay? So other people are going to come around because they may be hoping for your demise, your downfall, because they wanted to tell you that you couldn't do it. Okay, but give them. They're not going to say it right now as you're taking the steps. They may not be encouraging, but when they see that you're successful, they're going to come around and they're going to be very much. Why do I feel like that it's something to do with someone's against, like if you're a massage therapist, that you got to be around naked people. They're mad about it. They're like, that's against our religion. You're like, no, it's not like that. It's something like that. It's something to that effect. I swear it is. But anyway, you've made your point. You're telling your parents or whatever, you're telling them you're going to do this, that you've already went to studies to do it and that, and they're like, well, there ain't nothing we can do about it now. And you're like, well, watch me. Watch this. And you're going to go do it. You're going to show them. You're going to be perfectly fine. You're going to show them. They're going to come around and they'll support you. They'll be like, I never thought. They're going to be like, I never thought. Never seen that coming. And you're going to be like, well, I always did. The fairy wise man. Look, you always knew. This is God. It's a God. That's God talking to you. That's true God talking to you, not somebody's religion. Okay? I'm telling you, okay? I'm telling you the truth. That's all the truth, so help me God, y'all. So this whole reading has been the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. I feel like I'm going to pull some letters. I hope you really, really enjoyed that because it was straight on the truth. That is the message that God wanted to give to my collective as well as individual collective, okay? And understand that we are all connected. Some points and some places in those messages triggered into you that I didn't speak to directly. Okay? So take it as it resonates, okay? You don't come in here by accident. It's not an accident for you to sit and hear these messages, okay? I just wanted to reiterate that. If it's resonating with you, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, okay? I'm going to close that before I get these letters. The letters are going to say something too. You're very, very welcome. I really hope you enjoyed that. I really, really did. You got a great sense of humor. Look, you're going to do very well in that. Okay. You're a good listener as far as in person. Just take it the way I said it, okay? You're a very good listener as far as in person, and you also have these, like, great little stories, like these, you got these little stories that you tell. I can't explain it. People like them, okay? You got these little stories that you tell, because you're kind of funny, like you're funny. All right, this is I'm gonna close that part with a reading. With a part of a poem, just a part of the poem. So that part can be closed out, and we'll get the letters out. And we'll find out what the letters have got to say for the masses. Okay. All right. It says swift fire spread through her veins, knocked at her heart, met the fire smoldering there. The overbore it lesser flame. She gorged on bitterness without a name. Oh, fool, to choose such part of soul-consuming care. Senses failed in the mortal strife, like the watchtower of the town, which an earthquake shatters down, like a lightning-stricken mast, like a wind-uprooted tree, spun about, like a foam-toppled waterspout, cast down headlong in the sea. She fell at last. I like that. That just I just like that. Someone coming back down to earth, someone coming back to reality, um, um, figuring it out, what they need to do, the steps they need to take, and standing on their own on their own 2 feet. That's exactly what I heard out of that poem. I don't know what y'all heard, but that's what I heard. Someone stepping out of strife into magic and standing on your own 2 feet, being independent, standing up. I'm telling you, that's what I heard. And y'all, I'm telling you, okay? Finding your way back through the darkness, back through all the things in the past that stood in your way, and releasing them. Quit holding a grudge to what ifs and what could have been, and just do the damn thing, okay? Let's find out what the letters got to say. Here they are, y'all. Oh, that's a balanced color of the rainbows. I see Arizona. I see Arizona out here, and I see Aquarius or Aqua or Aquarium. Okay, so this is what these are what fell out first. Okay, this A, this A, this Z. It fell out like that with this Q laying on the singing bowl. Okay, the Queen is singing. Okay, questions and answers, a Q&A. Something about Arizona, y'all. Take what resonates, okay? We got 5 big changes. 5 and 1 for a single person, or could be for the one, the star, okay? We got AAA. Someone has recovered from alcoholism. AAA up times, okay? Take what resonates. Some kind of death of the old, bringing in a new, okay? The division, bringing in togetherness over division, okay? Someone is bringing in togetherness over division. They're trusting in their fate, in their solace, in their own thoughts, okay? Something about March 12th, something about January 25th, and something about December 5th, okay? Take those as it resonates, because that's what it shows me, okay? Something happened 2 times, and someone says, okay, I've learned my lesson. I learned from the 2 times. I figured it out. Yeah, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I learned my lesson. That's exactly what they're saying. 2 times. Somebody learned something twice. Okay? That this can cause division. If I do this, or if I do that, or if they do this, or if they do that, it's alcoholism. Can cause division. Someone fell off the wagon, and now they're recovering for the last time. They're going to be recovered. They're going to recover for the last time. They're not going to keep going back and forth, back and forth. They've made a decision that it's their life, that they're going to heal and recover. Okay? I'm telling you, if something is up to you, go get help. Telling you, that's what it says. It says MK, it's all in your mind. Fantasy. You know, Oz was a fantasy. It was a place. It was a place. It was a destination. Okay, Oz was a destination, y'all. The man behind the curtain didn't have the power. Dorothy had it all along. You understand? It was through the journey that she found that within herself, self-discovery. Okay? But the man behind the curtain didn't have the power. Oz didn't have the power. Dorothy had it all along. Just saying. Okay? Why if Mike gets, what if Mike gets out? What if Mike gets out? Something fucked up. You need to stay away from Mike then if he gets out. Kim. Kim put out something about their mouth. Somebody talking shit. Okay, it says about somebody's gift. Gift up. We gift up much. We gift up. What are you saying? We gift up am. Are they saying a house? Am. Ma. 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 We owe up. Owe up. Go up. Fits. Something fits. Go. We go up. We go up. Fix. We go up to fix a house, a home. We go up to fix a home. Fix it. At gate. At gate. Put us. Put us up. Wages. Put up the wages. Save money. Saving money. Take what resonates, y'all. If it's resonate with you, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to donate to the channel, it's Cash App $ ANGELMOON6237. Y'all, I'm authentic as I can be. Y'all, there you go. I'm just telling y'all. You ask anybody I just did a reading for, okay? Aim high. Aim up. Aim up. Fog, something fog. Hold on. Fog hat. Fog hat. What are you talking about? I'm sitting on a bar stool, talk like a damn fool. Got the 12 o'clock news blues. I'm so tired of losing, I got nothing to do. All day to do it. Is there any wonder I'm not the president? Is there any wonder I'm not alone? Is there any wonder I got too much time on my hands and it's ticking away? Someone's made a decision. I'm telling you. It says, hey, someone stopped drinking. They stopped drugging something. They was mixed up. They found theirself. I'm trying to tell you, they found their way. They found their way home. Can't find my way home. Somebody found their way home. It says me. You're waiting, awaiting, got, awake. Somebody awakened. I'm awake. Wake up. Wake up before you go. Keep me hanging on something, JoJo. Says something about, wake up, I'm not dead. Wake up. You need to make money. Sublime. Y'all, you never know. You never know what I'm going to say. I'm just saying. That's it's got a hell of a lot out here. It says the path, an oath to the path, go path. Something about long ago. Someone walked away from something a long time ago, and now it's time to get back on that path. Because it's the right path. Okay? Emu. Something about the fastest. You need to go fast. That's the fastest bird on earth. Something fast, an emergency, 9/11. Something is fast. Something's happening real fast. It's going to change things really, really, really fast, okay? Aqua. It says aqua. Make aqua, make water. Make water? Maybe it's a water sign. Make water. I see it. Goth. Got out. It's just something about getting out of a pig. Pig. Someone don't want to be a pig anymore. The poem, Someone's a poet. And someone's crying about something. Somebody crying about something here. Aqua. Aqua make him. Make him. Make him. Wake up. Water. Water made this person wake up. Pot. Wake up to the boys. Somebody getting raided. Someone is waking up to the boys. To the fuzz. To the boys. Y'all know who the boys are. It gave them a wake-up call. Someone got busted or something and gave this person a wake-up call, y'all. I'm telling you, it could be named Jim, Pam, Map, Pam, Make Pam, Wake Pam. What map? What map? What map? Quake? Quake? Like an earthquake? G-I. This is something cold. This is something frozen. This is frozen. This means frozen. G-I and A-G-I. That means cold and frozen. Take what? Take what? It says take what? Quit age, quit aging, quit age, quit age, quit game. Oh, somebody quit playing game, aka quit the game. Who gonna quit the game? Fucked up, something's fucked up. Resting, because somebody almost died. It says an X. An exit. They're leaving. They're quitting the game, y'all. Somebody's quitting the game. Y'all take what resonates. I'm telling you. Mag. Og. Somebody's meditating. I'm telling you what I see. I'm seeing it. Pages. Page. Last page. Somebody's on the last page. Fuck it. Says fuck it. They're at the end of the line. They're done. They're done. They're at the end of this case or whatever it is. Quote. They quoted somebody. They're going to quote somebody. That was a game changer. Okay? Game up. Somebody's putting up their game. It says F you. Game up. Fix it. Somebody's fixing it. Fixing something. Fixing it up. Fixing home up. Fixing a home up. How? How? It says tiki. A tiki home. Maybe in Hawaii. Like a tiki hut. I'm telling you, somebody drives a Kia. Eat. Ate what? Ham? Ate pig. It says pig. Oh, someone ate pig. If y'all understand that. Somebody smokes pot. Hookah. It says they ate meat. They went against their religion, ate meat. Cow, pig. They said they've been eating meat. Somebody's been eating meat, y'all. Eating cow and pig. Telling you what it's saying. They live in life. They're experiencing life. Someone is experiencing life. Okay? It says something about a thump. Somebody's heart. Heart. Thump. Wait, it says wig. A wig. Put a wig. Fake. Put a wig. Hold on. Trump. Thump. Hump. What is it saying? Up. Fake. A fake. Tom. Tom, a fake. Doesn't say mother, but it sure does say close. Take. Use a wig. Someone used a wig of the law. Of the law. A PI. Wearing some kind of wig. Quag. Qua is money. Rich homie Qua. Quam the them of the law. Somebody's of the law. A pig, aka a pig. We of math. Do the math. Do the math. That's what it said. Do the math. Okay. Mig, Jim, Pat, hate me. Pat, hate me. Okay. Waka waka. So what? I'm telling you. Waka waka. Go off. Up. Up. Give up. Somebody's giving up the game. They're giving up the game. Someone's taking off the mask. Gamma rays. What gamma? What famila? What fama? They're pigs. I see what I see, y'all. Y'all can take whatever y'all want to. Y'all can take it however you want to. I'm done. Somebody's gifted and someone was making fun of that gift until they found the fuck out that they're really, really gifted. It ain't no joke. It's the real deal. Someone's a poet. Someone is a dark poet, possibly. Talks about the dark moments in their lives. Something about the top. A top. Make a top. Make. Someone's going to be on top. Make you a top. On top. Fix. Someone's going to make sure that you get what you're supposed to, collective. I'm telling you, some kind of gateway is opening. It says gate. Gate. It don't say open, but it says ope. Get what you make of it. Get what you make of it. That's what it says, y'all. Take what resonates. Something about a magi. Of magic. Something about happiness. Being happy. Take what you make of it. We take what you make. Zuzu's petals. The illusion. Someone's coming back down to earth. Okay, Zuzu. Y'all, I'm very much... It's a Wonderful Life is one of my most favorite movies. That I love it. I love that movie. Okay? And he gets some petals of Zuzu. Zuzu was real sick. And Zuzu gave her gave the dad these petals that had fallen off the rose because you know, and he acted like there was magic and grew back. Okay, but when he came back to reality, because he wished he'd never been born. When he came back to reality, he had Zuzu's petals in his pocket, and it brought him back to reality. Okay, there may be a trigger of something to that effect, someone giving you something back or something to that effect. It says heat. It says heat. It says wake, figure out who I am. God dang. Y'all, it says figure out who I am. Keith is out here. The whole name Keith. Keith? Is that why I think about? Is that why I've been thinking about Keith? Oh my gosh. Okay. There you go, y'all. That's crazy, because I dreamed about Keith the other day. Something about the 21st, 5/25, 5/21, May 21st, February 15th, January 25th, and December 5th. Those are the ones that I see. If y'all resonate with something different there, take it what resonates, okay? Something happened 2 times. Somebody they learned their lesson. Okay, eat it. Eat it. Something in their mouth. Someone's going to eat their words. I know. I know. A mouth. I know a few pages. Gaps. I know a few gaps. Someone knows an alternate route, some other way of doing something, finding a different way to move forward, okay? It says them, their, them. If he a tap, if he a tap, a whap, is he a whap? I don't even know, y'all. Whap out path. Working out some kind of path. Alright, y'all. I think that was plenty. Something about the hem. Oh, the hem of clothing. Something about the energy. Okay. Someone exudes this healing energy. It can exude. If this person needs just to touch you. Touch your hem, and you'll be able to feel it, okay? You're very empathic, whoever this is for. It's some kind of feet, and it says goat, G-O-A-T out here. G-O-A-T. Greatest of all time. If he makes, it says quiz. If he takes the quiz, go take quiz. Something about a female. FEMA, go take quiz. Ha. Happy. You'll be happy. Something about the map. Go take the quiz. They're telling you to take the quiz. January 25th. Got fake map. What is that about? Got fake map. Ha, you got fake map. Some kind of path. Someone's trying to dissuade you is all I can feel about that. Because you're on the right path. Get out. Get out. Go get out. It says Keith and Pam. Kim. Ought to fake. Oh, camp. Maze, a maze. A maze. Somebody's a star. power. Pow! So it's going to blow up. Fought Kim. Fought Kim. It said Kim. Fought Kim. Waka Waka. T. Gate. Gate X. X5. Take what resonates, y'all. G. I'm the G. Y'all take what resonates. This has been a fabulous reading. I've really enjoyed the interaction with the collective. I really enjoyed that. I hope that y'all really enjoyed the entirety of the reading. That was exceptional. I really enjoyed it. Okay, maybe doing more of that because I feel more connected to my reading, to my viewers, doing it that way. So I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed it. And remember, y'all, there's no coincidences. Nothing is coincidence. So if you heard a message that you may have thought that I was directed directly to someone, and it sounded like it was coming to you, take what resonates, okay? And use your own discernment, because there's no coincidences, okay? Everything happens for a reason. You heard the message, and it was for you, okay? All right, it says, no act of kindness is ever wasted. Some of the kindest people you will ever have met been through hell and back themselves. That strengthens their compassion and empathy. If this is describing you, keep being the beautiful soul that you are. Wow, what a beautiful reading, y'all. I mean, sincerely, the whole reading, it was beautiful. Beautiful. Okay? Okay? Good. Happy. Thank you. Thanks for that information, because we all needed to know your nationality. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Page 1113, Hosea. It says, Israel, return to the Lord your God, for you have stumbled because of your iniquity. Take words with you and return to the Lord. Say to him, take away all our iniquity. Receive us graciously, for we will offer the sacrifices of our lips. Assyria shall not save us. We will not ride on horses, nor will we say any more to the work of our hands, you are our gods. For in you the fatherless finds mercy. Amen. God is God. God, there's only one God. And if you feel abandoned or feel alone or feel, I want to say, downtrodden, downtrodden. If you feel downtrodden, know that God is your Father. God is with you, and He loves you dearly, and He's going to make sure that you get everything that you're supposed to have. You made a contract, and as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you will get the rewards that He has stored up for you and is waiting for you to be ready for. Okay? Always just know that, okay? Stay golden, and be kind. Kind to yourself above all, okay? All right. Light and love, everybody. I will see you on the flip side. I'm still alive.